What's up guys, Shouri here, and today we're another installment of the tips and tricks going to top 100, where I share all the things I learned step by step and the big things that I was trying to take away along the journey so I can get better and get good enough to get that top 100 spot. And to get the top 300, one of the main things we focused on during these games is switching to a better hero, which was Emma. We kind of tried a bunch of different ones from like the last two episodes, and Emma really stuck out, along with Zero as one of the better ones. Emma mostly is just so forgiving, allowing you to heal up if you make a mistake. You can just run around with your melee weapon out and then let yourself heal up, especially if you hit your ult and your B in combination with each other. And then using my favorite spot for this zone on top of this roof, just to be able to go around and heal yourself up as you go around the pillars, doing little bits of damage to them, and you heal up, they don't. It's just the perfect hero, especially for this spot, and it really did end up paying off a lot. So one of the main things that I do like is playing with this hipfire build, because it melts other Emmas like crazy, and it just makes it where you can run and gun so well that you don't have to sacrifice any of your movement getting away, allowing yourself to heal with uptime on damage. Right here, how he's running away and he's not able to shoot or do anything but run away, we're able to just literally go as fast as we want and then hit fire him with almost 100% accuracy. It's quite insane. I tested out a lot of different scopes for this as well. This one you're using a 1x, which is the yellow ring, but I did find out over time that using a 2x scope is definitely the way to go, because anything in a 1x range is honestly just unnecessary to scope, so you really just benefit a lot more off that 2x scope. There's 3 different ones, just use whichever one's more comfortable for you. And here we go into the next one. It's really nice off the drop. We go ahead, get that first kill. We see these two guys fighting, and the good thing about Emma is you can just go ahead, pop your B, and get right back into fights. You don't ever have to heal up or worry, hey, am I going to come into this fight at a super disadvantage? You go ahead, heal up, and on the way there, you're already full health by the time you get there. Like in this situation, normally I would have to go and wait until I get full health through bandages just to make sure that I'm okay, but instead I get to go ahead, get a good weapon, and then go snipe some people. And that's exactly what we were able to do. Sadly for me, I did go turn around and just expect to slay that person like crazy, and of course it's our old friend Peppermint, who is one of the best players in the game, both this one and the game before that was Farlight. We played each other a lot in this and the other game because we were both rank grinders. I think they're up to like 30 in the world right now, good for them. And we were able to recover pretty nicely, getting our weapons back from a vendor, and right here we do face them again. Luckily we did hit our B in the beginning of this fight, giving us our armor all the way back, taking Peppermint out in the storm, and this does give us a good advantage now because we don't have to worry about them coming back with their weapons immediately, especially with only 11 people left. That's going to help us out a lot. Slide it in, go ahead and kill one of the Emmas that respawned, and we just missed right there so hard. What I'm going to do here is pop my heals and then just try to fake them out a little bit. We have to reload it in an opportune time, but luckily with our movement and our hip fire ability, even though we suck, we were alright. We made it work. And right here, we do move on, having our amazing AK build. I swear to God, having a really good long range that doesn't do great at medium, and then a really good short range gun that can do kind of okay at medium, it just seems to be the best thing I've found, because you don't have too many medium fights, and the ones you do, especially with Emma, you can just heal yourself and get out of, and make sure that you get up close or you get far away, depending on where the cover is and what's better for you. Right here, we already know that there's a guy coming behind us, so we just have to hurry up and get that long range kill as fast as we can, and then we can move up on this guy behind us. He goes ahead and pops his ult along with his B, which is going to make him a lot harder to kill, but because of this hipfire build being so strong, it does just instantly incinerate him. It's crazy how much damage this MP5 does without ever having to scope it. But right here, we do get shot from this guy up top. I have no idea how he got up there, and he has a real gun. I'm guessing guessing it's some sort of zero thing, but right here we do know there's only 5 people left, so we can just wait it out. We're going to go ahead, wait till the zone moves, forcing them off the mountain, which is exactly what happens. They end up killing 2 of the 5 along the way, and we know one of them's the zero from before, and I'm just assuming one of the others is Peppermint because, I mean, there's only 3 people left. Right here, we are going to go ahead and know exactly where they both are. We're going to try to get this zero down and hope that Peppermint takes the bait and goes for them. Of course they don't. They go straight for me. And we are going to go underneath them and make them think that we're going to the right, but we're really going to just tuck under, going to this side on the left. We try to reload a little bit, and we only have 9 bullets left in our AK. We really need to reload it, but with the zone coming, I can't wait, which is exactly what Peppermint ended up doing, which was lucky for us. It did allow us to kind of get back into the zone, and they had to stay in it. We had to be able to shoot them while they could not, because they had to go ahead and try to get out of there. Worked out great. We were able to take them out. We got pretty lucky there, which was great for me. I mean, I'll take luck and a win over skill any day. But right here, we do go for the last guy. We fake him out with our hipfire build, being able to dance around him, going ahead and getting the win. Right here in this tower, if you ever see anyone, what you can do is you can just throw grenades at the top of the ceiling and it'll bounce down into them. Right here, we did notice there was someone shooting over here. Luckily, we were able to find him behind the rock before his smoke grenade went up. Right here, I see there's people on the other side of this wall, but just in case they come out before the zone gets in, I wanted to wait. Luckily, I did catch the first one right here. I'm not expecting a second one, and then I go hit the UAV to see where he went, and he just pops up. Luckily for me, we get the easiest triple kill of my life. We move forward and we take this guy out with the AK right before he gets too far off the edge. And right here we go ahead, pop our B so we can heal, but we're going to go ahead and get out of his line of sight. That way he has to come at us and we can just go ahead and beam him down. He tries to use his movement and heal, so we switch over to our hip fire, which is just Emma Kryptonite. I swear to God, it's so good. And instead of wasting bullets and just showing everyone where we are on the radar, we use our knife to go ahead and get him. And then this guy's driving around, and if you've watched my content, you know I hate the vehicles, guys. I'm gonna go for him, even if it makes me lose, as long as he loses more. I'm cool with it. And if you get top 3, it don't matter anyways, so we go ahead and get that kill. Luckily, it didn't actually affect us in any negative way at all, so that's awesome. And right here, this guy's just going back and forth. Luckily, we were able to go kill him, and then we go on towards the final circle, get the last guy out, and we go ahead, kill him with our hipfire build. As you see, at the higher ranks, there are a ton of Emmas, because it's just really, really good, and it is one of the things that I do love about using her, is it just gives you all the leniency in the world. A lot of the variable chance that comes along with solos and any BR, really, it just helps you be able to get out of those really bad situations. Right here, we actually put on like a hipfire AK build just to see how it'd go, and I was number 2 in the world right now for AKs, and I kind of just wanted to keep trying to go for number 1, so any way I could get an AK kill and force it into a match, especially on this map where a lot of things are those medium to close encounters, I figured I would go try it out. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't that bad, and it worked out against the shotgun guy right here, so I mean, it wasn't the worst, especially on Shutter Island. Using ARs with hipfire builds makes it where you can just do a lot of things up close that really ended up being good for me, so I did try that out. I think the Scar has the best one of all of the different ARs if you want to do that, besides of course the AK-97, but that's a little harder. I will go over that more in the future as well in this series. But right here we get the most insane layup of a 4-piece I've ever seen, and we get the overkill, and we are just killing it. 22 kills, only 4 people left, respawns are coming soon, so when we start to go in, and yeah, we just get the most unlucky death of all time. And remember, if you get out of the top 3, you do lose a win streak, so not only do you lose 50 points for this game, but also the next one that you win, it doesn't give you a streak, so it's basically negative 100. So one thing you got to be careful with is taking those risks that seem really good because you're getting those kills. After 10 kills, you don't get any more points. If you're purely rank grinding, you do have to remember that it is a detriment to you if you don't come in top 3. And after 10 kills, it doesn't matter if you get 40 or 10, you get the same amount of rating for those kills. So just something to think about, and right there is something we did that overheated, and it's one of the things that we should have played a little more cautiously. But all in all, it worked out, and right there, we actually just have an insane drop. I love dropping on this place because you can get so many kills, and so do a lot of other good people. So if you drop there, you want to have a really strong gun because you might have to play people like Noah who are in the top 100. So just something to think about. I do love that drop, and I also like to drop in the swamp zone, and there is also a few others around there that are pretty good. If you would like a video on the favorite drop zones of mine, I can go over that. Just let me know in the comments below, and I'd happily put that together. But right there, we do beam that guy off of the zip line, and we get to my favorite spot, especially in this end zone, which is right outside of the buy station in this corner. You can literally destroy so many people coming in without good guns that are trying to buy their main gun that really just want to go there. They can't get to you until they get inside. They are just at such a disadvantage with you right here. You have so much warning that they're coming, and there's just nothing they can do. Even if they know you're here, they are so screwed. It is crazy. Like, this guy knew I was here, and so he tries to go through, get me to come down, and then he can just try to finesse, but there's no way we're letting that happen. He actually does a really good job of staying alive. He did really good with his movement here, but unlucky from him, there was a third party he had to worry about, and so he just has to take the fight. And I'm not gonna lie, I was really worried about them coming to kill us, so we go ahead, make sure that we heal all the way up here. The great thing about playing Emma, and the reason that we focused on it a lot during this point and going to the top 250, is the fact that you can just do so much with this character going from fight to fight to fight, and you don't ever really have to slow down to heal and worry about things like that because of the fact that you can heal yourself with your B. Right here, I don't want to go through the zone because I just don't have enough health and armor, and I was hoping I could just regen, but right now we don't really have much of a choice, and I noticed how long until the respawners went up, so I was hoping they would just kill me instantly and I could kill myself. That way we could go ahead and get out and then respawn again, but then they didn't, and we were able to just go ahead and get our respawn and stay in the building. And then we saw on our radar there were a bunch of people over here, and they had to come in, so as soon as the zone starts moving, we just hit it with a bunch of fire grenades and other grenades, hoping that they would have to run through it and at least give us a warning and then some damage, which is exactly what happens. And now we're in the top 3, so no matter what, we're winning here. And then this guy's already damaged. We do get him down, and we don't have to worry about resetting too much, so I go in and we get his money. That way we can use at least 2 UAVs now. We go ahead, use the first one to see where the guy's at, and then we know he's right behind this tractor trailer here. We already used the second one, and we don't have another one, but we kind of know where he's at, and we just dance around here. And I have a feeling this guy's really good at the time, and I didn't know that Noah's in the game. I didn't realize when I had killed him earlier, only after editing. So at this point, it is Noah, but I have no idea. And so I just figure it's some random Emma, we're good. And also, after I get second, I'm cool with just ego challenging anybody. But that was a mistake, because this man has an origin coming for our necks. Luckily, we got the brutal hipfire build of the MP5. We get one of the better players in the world with an origin on our ass hard, but luckily we get him. And right here, we actually have an insane amount of money, and we're in a good spot, but we have the worst weapons I have ever had in my entire life. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm okay with dying here, so I can just go to a buy station. If I die here, I get 14k on the respawn. That's enough to get both weapons and be able to reload. But we actually make this work, end up killing him. We get even more money, and we are just good to go. I'm gonna just make sure that we get inside of the zone, and then we're gonna pop a UAV and heal ourselves to full with our B. Then after knocking out the Emma, we do the hard turn right to make sure that we finish the next guy, getting the Emma down to be confirmed. And right here, we are just trying to heal up behind the rock with our B as fast as we can, and then we poke back out and just start beaming this guy with our AK. We know that he really can't do that much, but we have other people coming in, so we throw a couple smoke grenades onto the mountain so we can kill the guys that are next to us without having any worry that they can see us from up there. And it did block enough vision to be able to get it, and we do kind of rotate around using our melee weapon to go along the zone's edge while getting there fast enough that we're not in danger of getting killed by it. We do run into a guy that we knew was there from using UAVs, and then we're going to move down into this trench, which can be a very big mistake and very dangerous, but I needed to make sure that I got back up, knowing that there were guys on both sides of me here. It was just a really risky play, and just something that I kind of felt I had to do. But at this point, I felt horrible about that decision because I know that there are people above me on both sides and they are all coming for me because I had shot. They knew exactly where I was. Luckily, we took out the first Emma and they actually started fighting each other on my right up here. So I still knew they were there, but I didn't have to worry about them as much because they were preoccupied with each other. And this was the winner of those fights, which was an easy dub. We go in and get him. We use our UAV, and noticing the other two people are on the other side of this, the easiest kills ever. I kind of just want to let them fight each other, but the way the zones are going, I'm going to be pushed out before they are. Luckily, we did put a ton of damage on him. Knowing the other guy was on this side of the tank, we do just change our focus, get him. Now it's a 1v1 for the win, and we just rush straight into it, and he almost got me there too, which was really good on his part, but luckily we were able to get the win and top 300. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.